Hello everyone, so the academic year is soon going to be coming to an end. It's almost, we're almost getting into the middle side of April, and then soon it'll be May and then June, and then school is over for the summer. And for some people it is a case of either going into senior school, going into college, going into university, or whatever step it is. But for those people who are going into college, there are some questions that you're probably going to be asking, and some of those questions can include: what college do I go to? What course do I study? Is college for me? Is it any more different to sixth form? Those questions are easily answered, and I'm just here to give you some top 5 tips on applying to college. First tip is research your colleges. For example, don't just look up one college. Look up colleges obviously in your local area. So my local was West Thames College, but also look at ones that are outside, like the other colleges that are in my areas are Richmond, Kingston. There's a variety of different colleges, and also sixth forms. Like if your school offers a sixth form option instead of college, for example, if you want to do A levels and a college does not offer A levels, do have a look. Keep your options open. Don't just stick to one option, because the thing is, if you look at just one and there's not a course that you want, or it's not quite what you're looking for, then what do? You've not researched. So research your colleges and your sixth forms before you make a decision. Second piece of advice is remember to study, because the thing is, you could research the college or sixth form or both, know what you want to study and have that idea, but you've got to remember that a BTEC or a A-level will have entry requirements. So for example, a BTEC might ask for 5 GCSEs at grades C to A or D to B, that kind of thing. And if you don't study, or you don't quite get that grade, and you won't be able to get onto that level of BTEC, or you won't be able to get to do the A level, and you haven't taken the advice of studying, and you haven't stayed motivated and put your head down, there's nothing really else you can put a blame on. So make sure you study and work hard to get the grades that you need. At the same time, also remember to just relax, because when you're looking for a college or a sixth form and you're trying to study, it's almost like this is your mind and it's going like this. There's just so much, and it's like, I can't take anymore. So remember to just stay calm, relax, and do your studying bits and pieces, everything like that. Third piece of advice: know exactly what you want to study. You can have an idea, like let's say for example, I want to study drama, I want to be the next Angelina Jolie, or I want to be in theatre. Fair enough, if that's what you want to do and you see yourself in the future doing that, go ahead. But then you might apply and then go, no, but maybe biology or science might be the best option for me, and you can't change, or you don't meet the grades. What do you do? In colleges, a lot of the time they have a 6-week period where you can actually change your course. So for example, let's say you applied to do a fine art course, but then you thought, actually I really want to do animation instead. You can change to animation from fine art, or from animation to fine art, in that 6 weeks period. But you can't change after that 6-week period, so you've really got to be aware of what course you apply to. And also the government has changed the laws and the rules. So basically, if you apply to do, let's say, a media course, which is what I'm doing at the moment, and you drop out, that is your free education gone. So basically means you're only funded for one course. And if you're under 18 and you don't have an A level, your BTEC level 3, for example, will be funded, but you drop out, you have to pay for your next one. The full amount. I can't stress that enough. So make sure you decide and research and are final on your decision on what you want to do. I can't stress that enough. The next tip, I've actually lost track of the tips. The next tip I would have to give you is just don't stress about leaving school if you're applying to sixth form or college. Because the thing is, we all at some point in our lives have to span out. You know, our parents will have left their parents' home. That was probably stressful for them. But we all have to make these journeys in life. And I know this sounds very philosophical, but when you look at college or sixth form, if you turn one day and say, I've been at the school for 5 years and now I'm leaving to go to this other place, or I'm staying, but things are going to be a lot more different. You've got to be able to adapt to the fact that you actually are growing up, and that should be exciting for you. But if you feel that it is a big change, just think of the positivity. If you applied to sixth form and you got in, you got the grades, you got into college, you've made a big achievement. You know, you've made something happen. And after those 2 years, should you decide you want to go to university and you work hard and you get into university, you've made an even bigger achievement, because every step that you make in your education can lead to something better. Like, for example, when I applied to do my level 3 media course, I was sat at home. I didn't think anything. I was debating, should I go to college? Should I not go to college? And then my friends pestered me. They were like, send that application off, do it, what have you got to lose? Because I was sitting at home all the time, I wasn't doing anything. And ever since I applied to do my level 3, I've been to ITV studios, I've visited a new country, I have undertaken some activities in Sky Studios, I've met some very well-known and successful people in the industry, and I've also undertaken work experience with Create and Craft, who broadcast the USA. Things happen for the best when you make that choice to move from one thing to the next. So don't think of moving on from one thing or changing from something to another thing. It's scary, because honestly, whether it be college or sixth form, and whether after those two you do an apprenticeship or work experience, a job or university, every step is beneficial. There's nothing more I can say to that. So to summarise it, my top 5 tips for applying to university or sixth form is: research your colleges, research your course, work on your grades and aim to succeed. Be sure of what you want to study, because keep in mind, once you pick your course, you're pretty much stuck with it unless you change after the 6 weeks. And after that 6 weeks, you're stuck with it for good. And then 5, don't stress. Just relax, because honestly, 2 years in academic scenarios such as this, it goes by very quickly. And in colleges and sixth form, you can have all the support you need. Your teachers are there to help you succeed. They are there to help you mature and find your way. And honestly, it's probably 2 of the best years that you'll have. This was Ray, and very soon I will make a video on applying for university. Take care and God bless. Like and subscribe.